Well, Donald Trump's life is a disaster zone now, a legal disaster zone. The toxic waste of his life in business and his life in the White House is drowning Donald Trump's hope for happier days in the final chapter of his life. Every day gets worse for Donald Trump. Every day is worse than the day before. What happened to Donald Trump in a courtroom in Manhattan today would have been the worst thing that has ever happened in Donald Trump's life if Donald Trump had never been president. Donald Trump's accountant, Allen Weisselberg, the man who handled all of the money coming into and going out of Donald Trump's accounts, pleaded guilty today to 15 felonies involving that money, 15 financial crimes. All of those crimes were committed to benefit Donald Trump in some way, some indirect ways. Nothing as bad as that has happened in Donald Trump's business life, including Donald Trump's multiple business bankruptcies. It obviously brings Donald Trump much closer to facing criminal charges for many of those same financial crimes. But Donald Trump's legal life is so bad now that is not our lead story tonight. We will cover the Weisselberg guilty plea and what it means for Donald Trump in our next segment. But we begin tonight with the even more important story of the federal criminal charges that Donald Trump could face under the Espionage Act. Today, a Florida federal magistrate held a hearing on motions by some news organizations, including the New York Times and NBC News, to unseal the FBI affidavit that was presented to that same judge to convince him to authorize a search warrant of Donald Trump's Florida home. The New York Times asked the judge to release the entire FBI affidavit. So Donald Trump has publicly pretended to be in favor of releasing the entire affidavit. But his lawyers did not file a motion with the judge asking the judge to release the affidavit. That is the truth. That is the truth of the Trump position. And that is the proof that Donald Trump knows that releasing any part of the affidavit will be very damaging to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is playing a Trump game here. He is pretending publicly that he wants every word of the affidavit released so that he can complain when it is not released or when there are redactions in the released affidavit. When that happens, Donald Trump will say there is a cover-up about what is really going on here. Those redactions are a cover-up. That those redactions are hiding what's really involved in the FBI search of his home. But Donald Trump has proved that he doesn't want anything about the search warrant or the affidavit released because Donald Trump has been able to release some of that information, and he didn't. Donald Trump was in possession of the search warrant for a full week before the court released it last week, and Donald Trump refused for that entire week to make the search warrant public. Donald Trump was also in possession of the inventory of material that the FBI took from his home, and he refused to make that public. He held it for 1 week. That inventory showed that Donald Trump had classified information removed from his home, and Donald Trump refused to make that public until the Justice Department asked the judge to make it public along with the search warrant. That's how it became public. Donald Trump now claims to have surveillance video of the FBI search of his home, and he is refusing to release that video. Now, remember, it's entirely possible that no video exists. Donald Trump is, and always has been, a pathological liar. So he could just be lying and there is no video. But if, for just this moment, we take Donald Trump's word that he has surveillance video of everything the FBI did in his home, the only reason Donald Trump has not released that video already is that that video would be very harmful to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump knows it. This program will not waste 1 second of your time playing the Trump game of pretending that Donald Trump wants the affidavit made public. After considering the Department of Justice argument today to keep all of the affidavit sealed, the judge said that he is inclined, that was his word, inclined to release some of it, and ordered the Justice Department to spend the next week redacting information from the affidavit to make sure that public release of the affidavit would not harm the ongoing investigations, which the Justice Department said today the investigation in Florida was in its early stages. If the judge approves the redactions submitted by the Justice Department next Thursday, the judge could release the redacted version of the affidavit then. Today, the judge released 2 more pages of documents concerning the search warrant, including the cover page of the application for a search warrant, which indicated that the FBI believed that the execution of the search warrant would find evidence of a crime and find contraband, fruits of crime, or other items illegally possessed. The application said, quote, "The search is related to a violation of willful retention of national defense information, concealment or removal of government records, and obstruction of federal investigation."